Okay, this video is going to be about Yahuah, Papa Yahuah, the Father, the Maker of all true and perfect gifts, and just basically about why many Hebrews don't quite get why there's so much confusion about whether he is I am that I am or whether he is Yahuah, and then some say other names that I'm not going to even deal with that. That's inconclusive. That's more Jewish, which is a religion. It's not Hebrew. We are Hebrews, the Negroes, not the Africans, the Negroes. And yeah, let me move forward. I can't spell everything out. Now, the page that you're seeing before you right here is a land that we come from, Hebrews, here in America. And the land is known for people, Japhites, Shemites in the middle, and Hamites at the bottom by the Red Sea. Of course, everyone's spread it abroad. Languages got babbled. And it definitely made a distinction between Noah's three sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And that's who the people of the world come from. Japheth, pretty much Asian, pretty much European. Shemites, brown skin, but not African. Hamites are definitely African, and they were definitely the ones that enjoyed uh, the best part of the land for a while. Um, I want to focus on, before my time runs out, because I don't have a lot of time on this um, video usage that I put up. I want to deal with the name. I just want to do some basic things, and I'm not desiring to argue with anybody about anything because you're going to have to stand before the Father on your judgment day, on the day of judgment, when everything's done. You're going to have to stand before Him, and He's going to relate to you your life. I read that. He's going to relate to you your life, and He's going to relate to me my life, and He's going to talk to you like He's going to talk to me. And I know He only can deal with me where I'm at. And if there is some command I'm not keeping that I don't know I'm supposed to keep, then I know Yahuah is merciful and a good Father and a gracious Father to show me the way. I hope He would show you the way as well. Let's look at Exodus chapter 3. And in Exodus chapter 3, we find, let me get these bottom ones off so I won't have to waste time tapping on them. Excuse me. All right. Right here you see it says, now this is actually the thing that was so quirky. I went to King James and I wanted to go to Hallelujah Yahuah scriptures. However, they don't have them on here, and that's what I use majority of the time. But I found the Roman Catholic interpretation of LORD. Now, those of us who are in the know, we already know that LORD is actually a title, just like Sarah called Abraham her LORD, which is lowercase, of course, and LORD has many different definitions according to the Hebrew numbering. There aren't too many, but they are all in a roundabout way generally point to a master. However, that was the play, and that's what they played on to make us just relax and don't concern ourselves with whether or not that's really his name or is that just, it just made us complacent and passive people, which we should not be, Hebrews. I can't talk for any other people. Right here it says that Moses said to all of him, I'm going to say all of him, if I come to the people of Yashar'al and say to them, now I know you don't see all that, but I'm just reading from what I know. The Elohim of your fathers has sent me to you. And they asked me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? Elohim said to Moses, I am who I am. OfYaShar'al. That's what he said to him. He didn't answer the question. That's what he said to Moses. And he said, say this to the people of Yashar'al. I am has sent me to you. Now, he's getting deeper now. He's saying, tell them I am has sent me to you. And Elohim also said to Moses, say this to the people of OfYaShar'al, Yahuah, the Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Yaakov, has sent me to you. This is my name forever, and thus I am, or higher. He says, thus higher, to be remembered throughout all generations. He says, I am to be remembered through all generations. Not that that's his name. He says, this is my name forever. Very soon after he made the statement, the Lord, which in this Catholic thing, they admitted at the bottom, okay, they say, what is it, YHWH, but however, if you know our alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, you'll understand that the W did not exist before the U, and the W actually is a U, and the W is two U's, and it's not a W at all, but in the Jewish world, it can be that, because they made their own new, modern, fresh Hebrew language for themselves, because they're Japheth, who are in the tents of Shem in the latter days, as Noah did prophesy. And they know this. They know they're in our tents. They know they're in our stead. They're in our place, and everyone in the whole world is being bamboozled by them. But Yahuah will get the last say. Just like you see that Yahuah, Japheth put that out there. Japheth made that company to pretty much be a joke to us. Because on Judgment Day, we will be judged. All of us hearing half of Yahuwah's name every day. Yahuah. And we still don't understand these people trying to play us as a people. Why? Because Japheth will be dwelling in the tents of Shem in the last days. I can see it. I hope you can see it. There's a lot of things in my mind that I already know, and that I try not to get with cliques and groups and associate with those who think of themselves more greatly than Yahuah says they should. Because we're still in Babylon. We're still over here in bondage. We have not been set free. We have not been given the robes and the authority to do the priestly things that will be required once Yahuah finishes what he's going to finish. Before he shows up and shows out, and not on a white horse. See, he don't need a horse. Okay. Well, right here was just funny how they got down here Yahweh, and that's some Jupiter / deity. That's totally not. That's not proper at all. And a lot of people get confused about that as well. But if you know the Alpha to the 2, if you know the alphabet, which the Alpha to the 2 is Papa and Papa alone. Yahuah alone, not some son with him. Yahuah alone. He tells us that in Isaiah 43, Isaiah 7, Isaiah 45. All right, let me move forward. Then we have here, before my time runs out, and verse 5. And Yahuah descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of Yahuah. He proclaimed the name of Yahuah. And Yahuah passed by before him and proclaimed, Yahuah, Yahuah, Elohim, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, abundant in goodness and truth. Now you say, well, I just say he stood right there. He must be talking about the JC stood with Moses. No. This is a terminology. This is the only way they can describe what he did when he came down. Okay. All right. Man's understanding is limited. I hope we understand that. Our expression of Yahuah is limited. Okay? Yes, that's just what it is. Verse 39, Exodus 39, same book. And they made the plate of holy crown of pure gold, and wrote upon it a writing like unto the engraving of an insignia. Holiness to Yahuah. Now remember, the Catholic folks already exposed the fact that they were the ones that, well, not so much the Catholics, but the Roman Empire were the ones that came in and jacked up a lot of things because we were being rebellious, not because they were just Japheth. And here go the picto. And ooh is what everyone is negating and messing up. You know, they got Yahoo, they tell it to us, but they make it into a joke, and that's how they tend to do us, because we supposed to, I guess, look like a joke right now. And that's with the ooh. And it's not a nail, it's a hook. and he's hooking me in.